Hello everybody, my name is June, welcome back to my channel, and sorry for how I sound. I was kind of sick for a few days, but I am doing better now. I do want to apologize for how long this video is taking. I have been kind of putting it off because I'm lazy and kind of just tired at the same time, but I wanted to post this today, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about my own world, Ohpiila, or if you want to call it Ohpiila, that is also okay, because why not? It's my world, and it's my channel, I can do whatever I want. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. So today, the two main characters I'm going to be focusing on are, of course, the protagonist, which is my baby Raymond. I decided to redraw him, and I'll throw up some images of what he looked like before, if I can find any, because I don't really like how he looked before. I mean, it was good, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. So as you can see, I'm kind of just sketching out what I want him to look like before I go in and do like a full body, what do you call it, like drawing or whatever of what he looks like now. So of course I'm going to be focusing on him, and then also a side character that's part of the main group for Ohpiila. I don't want to reveal too much, but this character, her name is Cynthia, and she is a half human, half deer. Not really a centaur, but whatever. Also, she's gonna look a little bit different from a deer because it's Ohpiila, and technically this world is a fantasy world, so I can do whatever I want with it. But my baby Raymond is a half demon, angel, and human. Now look, I know when I say that, a lot of people are gonna roll their eyes, but here's the thing. I made him when I was like, I want to say 15, and I did not want to get rid of him, so I'm keeping him. But here's also another thing. His mother is an angel, his dad is a demon. Okay, that's why he has both. But the thing is, he can only really use his demon like powers. He doesn't really know how to use his angel powers because he's never had to before. So that's my little workaround. Because yes. And technically, he is able to access his angel powers, but not in the very beginning of his story, because yes, he's not overpowered actually, as much as I'd want him to be, because he's my character. I could do what I want with him, but I don't want him to be overpowered. Technically, he's gonna be like, if you think of Deku from My Hero Academia, he's kind of like that, like in the first seasons of when Deku just got his quirk. Raymond is like that all throughout like his life because he doesn't like using his powers, period, because his dad left during a war in his area and his mom disappeared before any of that. So yeah. Now, Raymond does actually have siblings and everything. So he has an older brother, and I named him Engrave, and he's actually really tall. So probably in the next video, I will definitely also redesign him because I don't really like how I made him in the beginning, but we can call him N for short because I'm special like that. Another fun fact about Raymond is that actually he's trans. So I made it to where in the very beginning, of course, he was born a girl, but something happened with his biology to where he wouldn't be able to survive if he was a girl, because in this world, female demons are actually really, really hard to come by because of complications within their like physical body. So most of the time, female demons will become male after a certain period of time, just like with Raymond. And honestly, he didn't mind. He doesn't mind at all because he saw himself as a boy even when he was younger, before he transitioned and everything. So he doesn't mind. He loves it. A lot of other like female demons don't really like it, so they will of course try to look as feminine as possible, which is perfectly okay in this world. But that's just a little backstory to Raymond and everything, just a little tidbit. And actually, he also got adopted by another person in his life, which his name is Ezekiel, and Ezekiel is actually a owner of a like bar slash family restaurant type of thing, and I'll get more into him in another video because this video is solely centered around Raymond and Cynthia. But Raymond actually works at this place for just like a part-time job, just to earn a little extra money, because, you know, he's a teenager in this. His age range throughout the series is from 16 to 18, so there's that. And also, along with that, is that he never really had a lot of friends growing up. So when the story starts, he actually decides to go on a little adventure into a nearby forest because he loves being in a forest, and he actually lives in a treehouse. So that also helps with that. And this is where he meets Cynthia in the forest, because he was out by a lake or whatever, you know, a certain area. I haven't fully decided where he meets Cynthia, but they meet and they quickly become best friends and everything. So yeah. Of course, there are going to be more characters in this story, not just Raymond and Cynthia, but there are going to be, I want to say, about 4, maybe 5 more others. It's gonna be a big cast. If you know, if like you think about D&D and how they usually have like a big party, it's gonna be similar to that, because I did get inspired not only by D&D stuff, but also a little bit of like the My Hero Academia quirk thing, and also just in general, because I have a very active and vivid imagination. So, you know, it kind of just, yeah. So, a fun fact about Raymond, if I can find the old image of when I first drew him, I will put it up here. But he actually used to not have like a human colored skin tone. Instead, it used to be like a light purple, or gray purple type of color. And honestly, I didn't like it when I drew it. I didn't like how it turned out, so of course I changed it. And you'll be able to see the very old art of mine. I want to say it was a bit during lockdown as well. So there is that. But a little more about Raymond is that his personality is more of just like really kind and like caring. Mostly because he has a younger sibling, and I still don't know what to name the younger sibling, but he cherishes him very, very deeply. You know, he's like me in a sense. I put a little bit of myself into him, but if anything were to happen to the younger sibling, he'd go ape shit, if you know what I mean, because I would too for my little brother. But he's not only is he like super kind, but also some of his flaws are just being too kind, you know, and he also can get angry really easily at some points, and I want to say that stems from mostly his demon side, because why not? Like, let's add that little bit right there, right? But he's honestly he's super nice. He tries to be really nice and caring and everything, so yeah. I don't know what else to say. There is actually a lot of lore to Raymond, but I don't want to say too much in case I reveal a little too much, you know, to the audience about this whole world, because I want to make it a comic. at some point in the future. So yeah, I'm kind of weird like that. So now we get into the actual drawing of what I want him to look like. I did forget to add his earrings into this because he does have his ears pierced, but yeah, it was also the new style I've been experimenting with, so I hope you guys don't mind the slight style change from the very first drawing to this one now. I drew that one, like, I want to say a few months ago, the first drawing that was shown in this video, but yeah. So this is what I want him to initially look like without any clothing on, of course, because I needed to have that visual, if you know what I mean. So there's that. I did add a little few things like his really light freckles. I didn't want to do dark freckles. Instead, I wanted to make them look lighter because I'm weird like that. And then we get on to Cynthia, who I was talking about in the very beginning. These are going to be some short speed paints because I didn't have enough room to really, like, record myself drawing them as much as I wanted to, but it turned out okay. And as you can see, she does not have a deer tail. She has more of like a horse type of tail, really. But yeah, this is Cynthia. I had an original design for her, but I don't know if I could find the actual drawing. I'm pretty sure it's gone. But yeah, I'm just going to let the rest of the video play out, and I'll talk a little bit more about the world itself near the end of the video. So yeah, because I don't want to reveal too much about the characters just yet, because that could interfere with the story. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'll get back to you guys at the end. I just want to say, if you made it this far into the video, go ahead and comment a star, because why not? Just a singular star, shooting star, whatever, star emoji. Go, do it. But so a little bit more about the world Ohpiila is that I put in a lot of effort into the world itself, because I wanted it to be very different from normal. So the whole thing with Ohpiila is that it's actually, I want to say, 80% bigger than Earth itself. I will throw up like a 5-second little time lapse of me drawing it, because it was really quick for me to draw it, really easy. And like the water of like salt and freshwater ratio is actually 50-50. So you know how on Earth we have 75% salt water, and then we have like certain percent of fresh water. I decided to do it 50-50 because I'm weird like that and I like equal. So it's 50-50, and there's actually a lot more land on Ohpiila and a lot more I want to say just more everything. There's a lot of forests, it's a very foresty planet. There's also a desert area. Of course, you have like, the Antarctic up in like the very top of the world. You have like bottom world, like you have all of that, okay? But it's also very different in the sense that I know usually in fantasy worlds that a lot of creators like to have elves as like the very top hierarchy of literally everything. or like humans, but actually in this world, humans and elves are very low on the hierarchy. The ones that are high on like the little hierarchy thing, I haven't decided fully, but they're going to be my own species for my world, and I call them seers. They are actually a closed species because they are very, very rare to come by, because once one dies, another one is born. And there are only about, I want to say three types of seers in the world Ohpiila. It is a very, very rare, very specific type of creature that is able to give guidance, really. So think of like a, I want to say philosopher, not really, but, people who do tarot readings or things like that. Those are what seers are like, except they can actually see the future and the past, but they have vows to not say anything because it could interfere with stuff. But that's just a little tidbit. In the next video, I'll try and go in more depth about everything. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it's short compared to a lot of my other videos, but it's whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, go ahead and leave a like if you like the video. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and dislike it. I don't mind. You can go ahead and comment if you want to know more. And also, I do want to host a Q&A for myself. So if you guys have any questions about me, go ahead and also leave that down in the comments of this video. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I know it's kind of low effort, but I'm tired. I will definitely try and post another video by next week, if not the week after next. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for 300 plus subscribers. It means a lot to me. I'm really close to 400, and I'm really excited about it. But thank you again, and I hope you all have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.